Thank you for joining us at Grateful Gratitude with LoLo and Lexi. We are practicing gratitude girls that strive every day to recognize and celebrate our blessings. We are a mother and daughter that practice gratitude every day and put God in the center of our life. The only way to live a blessed and happy life is to be grateful. May you feel God's love and blessing each and every day.
All right, it is time for another episode of Grateful Gratitude with LoLo and Lexi. We've got Lolo here.
Yep, Lexi will be back in August.
Okay, and today we're going to talk about envy.
Envy. What do you know about envy?
I know that I don't think I've experienced it in quite a while, and I know that my life has gotten a whole lot better. There are things that I want, but I don't look at the possessions of others and think, "Whoa, look at them and look at me."
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing that I want to start off with is envy can happen at any age. You know, toddlers can fight over toys if one has a toy and the other one wants it. Or it can happen in the corporate boardroom over, business accounts. Envy is a bad thing. I mean, I think it's one of the worst sins that it could be.
And it's a natural thing.
It is natural, but, one reason that it might be natural is, have you seen any television commercials recently? I mean, every single commercial, envy is used as a marketing tool. Mm-hmm. You'll be better if you have this kind of hair. You'll be better if you drive this car. Or, your life's going to be fulfilled if you eat this kind of ketchup. I mean, it's really that silly.
Yeah, and believe me, there are things that I want, but it's not necessarily because other people have them.
Well, and that's a huge difference between wanting something more than what you have and being jealous or envious because someone has it and you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me is night and day, because there are things that I want too, but we don't have to have them, where envy consumes us. And if we don't get it, what are we going to do? And it becomes a very spiteful, evil thing. So when you are envious, and you're going to like this because it denies your uniqueness. And even everybody in this world is different. Even twins have different fingerprints. And I know you're a twin, and you and your brother are night and day.
There were certain things that we were really night and day at.
Yeah. So even when you're a twin, you're still unique and you're different from your twin. So I think that when we recognize that God's made us all, of course, to be part of his family and to live out his purpose for us, he's made us the way he's made us for a reason. And if we go against that, or we're not happy with who we are or what we have, we're really dishonoring God.
Yeah. And if you go around looking what others have, whether it's physical qualities, whether it's money, whether it's possessions, whether it's intelligence.
Oh, yeah. And everybody's going to have more and less than you.
Yeah.
There are going to be people that have more money than me. There's going to be people that have less money than me. People that have a more expensive car than me, people have less. It's just the way it works. I mean, there's no way to keep everything equal. So we have to go within our heart and realize, why do we have what we have? It's because of blessing of God.
Exactly.
And everything we have is from God.
Exactly. And like you said, there's always going to be someone with more. No matter how much you have.
Always.
And, and it's one of those questions we talk about on the radio all the time, and it may be a guy thing. It's fascinating to me that those people that have the Bill Gates of the world, the Mark Cubans of the world, they could quit working.
Sure.
They could just coast.
Right.
But they don't.
No.
And some of it's a good thing, but some of it is they're chasing other billionaires. They want to rise in the ranks.
Yeah. And people that have that syndrome that I have to be the best, I have to be the top, are very unhappy people. And I know this is going to go down a path you don't want to go down, but I saw on Oprah, Super Soul Sunday, Melinda Gates was on there. And Oprah asked her, she said, why? You've got so much money. Why not just start handing out $100 bills in Kenya? Because that is a ton of money to them. And her response was so beautiful. It was, that's not going to solve the problem. That's going to fix their problem that second. That's not going to build them for lifelong success.
Yes.
And I thought that was an amazing statement.
Okay, since you mentioned Oprah.
Be nice.
I got to tell you, there's another podcast I produce. You've met the ladies. It's called The Wonder Podcast.
Yes.
And it's a women's ministry, basically. And they interviewed a lady yesterday who had experienced 6 miscarriages in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And one of the things that she said, I think I saw this on Oprah.
And what did you say?
Was I didn't say anything. Didn't say anything at all, but I was on the other side of this desk kind of chuckling. But she said, hey, I'm not going to pretend that it was easy to deal with when I see all my friends having kids and carrying kids to full term, and I'm having these issues, and I'm a woman of faith, and I don't understand. But I kept thinking what Oprah said, just do the next thing.
And
just move on and do the next thing.
And let it happen when it happened.
Yeah.
Sarah was 90 when she became pregnant, you know, in the Bible. So we don't want to give up on that. But another thing is, when you're envious, you waste so much time and energy.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
People don't realize that when they get fixated on trying to get something they don't have, they're wasting their life. They're consuming time that could be used for such good.
And it's kind of a fine line between ambition and drive and healthy ambition, healthy drive, and just that envy.
Yeah.
And just trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Well, I always say envy and evil have 4 letters for a reason, and they sound a lot alike. So if you always equate envy with evil, you're never going to have a positive image of being envious.
And that might be, and you may disagree with this, but that might be the first step, is getting the envy out of your life. The first step to having that inner peace that we always talk about.
I think it's huge. And I definitely have to agree with you, because if you're envious, it goes back to what we said, that you're not happy. You're dishonoring God because you're not happy with what He's blessed you with, and you're not recognizing the things that you have. I mean, I guess maybe the older I get and the more I get into my ministry, the more that I realize those are material things. And we've talked about there's not going to be a U-Haul behind our hearse. Yeah. You cannot take it with you. And I get kind of bad because I equate a $5 heart sponsorship to things. So if someone says, I'm going to buy a $90,000 car, and I think, what is that, like a $1,400 a month payment? I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm thinking, how many gratitude hearts could that buy, and how much hope could I spread to people? And I think maybe that's God just infusing in me that you don't need all those other things.
Yeah.
There's always going to be someone prettier. We just talked about it. It's always going to be someone thinner. Always going to be, you know what? But beauty comes from what you do with your life.
And it really does come from within. And, and I hate to say it this way, but you just said it. There's always going to be someone who has more than you and people that have less than you.
Right, exactly.
And sometimes it takes seeing people that have less than you. And one of the great things to see are people that have less than you, but have happiness. And you need to look at them and figure out, okay, what are they doing?
Yeah.
That I'm not.
Yeah. Well, and I think they're just being grateful.
Yeah.
And they're recognizing, they're putting God in their life, and they're recognizing when He's in there, But the easiest way to not have envy is to not compare yourself. And that's a hard step. And I agree with you. I think if you can do that first, to realize that I'm special. I am who I am. I'm not going to get along with everybody, and not everybody's going to like me, but who cares?
Yeah, just be you.
Who cares? It matters what God thinks of me and how I'm living my life. And I always think that's important. And I think another thing that will instantly remove envy from your life is when you are happy when God blesses somebody else with something.
Amen.
I mean, when you can say, I am so grateful that you have this business, or that you do my podcast. I mean, just look what comes from it, because I am glad that you're a successful podcast business that I can even come to. How that blesses my life.
When you can legitimately be happy for other people when they succeed.
Yeah. You'll also see your life turn around, because God will be so pleased that you're happy and you've removed that from your life.
Yeah.
And, and that goes back again, we spoke earlier about just being grateful and not regretful. So grateful, not regretful.
All right.
How you like that?
I like that.
And the other
I think Oprah may have said that.
I think Rick Warren said it, but okay. Do you even know Rick Warren?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so it's okay to talk about Rick Warren?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he also said, look at it this way. Envy is, why me? Why don't I have that? Gratitude is, lucky me. I've got that. So if you can remember those short things that I'm lucky to have what I have. I'm lucky to have my health. A lot of people don't have their health. it's not about the material things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you know what? The other thing we say this on, and you could tie this just on almost every topic that you do, helping other people.
Serving.
Serving other people, helping other people who are less fortunate than you.
Yeah.
That really helps with the envy part also.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, we might not recognize that someone would just like to have their lunch bought for them. That might be a tremendous way to serve somebody, like maybe they're short till a payday or something.
Yeah.
And you've got extra, we're supposed to share. So I think, too, that I think we've kind of refocused this whole thing on envy. I mean, I can't even hardly talk about envy now because I'm so focused on what can we do to help others and serve others. So I think that was a great point you brought up.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So let's go out there and try and find those envious people and tell them how good God is and how we can change their lives through gratitude.
Great. Let's do that.
Right.